Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another daily Videdevo. Rene here, this time walking around my neighborhood. Just the beautiful fall colors, I just love them. Well, you know, this weekend we looked at Isaiah 9:6 that talks about Jesus as our wonderful counselor. And in our society today, we think a lot about counseling, about therapy, from personal therapists to kind of therapeutic culture, from Oprah to Dr. Phil to Christian therapists. Therapy is all around us. Counseling is all around us, and that's great. In fact, the Bible encourages us to seek counsel and to seek wise advice when we're going through tough times. But in the midst of our counseling culture, we shouldn't forget that we have the greatest counselor of all to go to in our deepest needs. And there's a lot of great verses about how Jesus is our wonderful counselor. One of them is in Hebrews 4:15, where it says, "You do not have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with your weaknesses, but you have one who has been tested in every way, just as we are, and yet without sin." That means that Jesus gets it. He understands. Whenever you're going through a difficult situation, he can say, "I understand what you are going through," because he has been here on earth. He's not just some distant, removed God. I mean, if you've ever been, betrayed, he was. If you've ever been wrongly accused, that happened to him too. If people ever gossiped about you, if you've ever been in pain, if you've ever felt hungry, if you've ever felt lonely or any other physical need, if you've ever suffered loss, if you've ever been afraid, if you've ever felt you've reached the end, you've reached the bottom, and where is God? Jesus felt all those things too. The Bible tells us the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. He came, one of the newer translations tells us, he came into our neighborhood. And you know what that tells me? That tells me not only does Jesus get it, but Jesus cares. Jesus thinks you're worth it. You're worth that trip from the throne of heaven down to our neighborhood, because he wants you to know not only that he gets it, but that he cares for you. God thinks you have value. He thinks you have worth. He thinks you're worth a lot, so much that he came to earth to pay the penalty for your sin, to rescue you from pain and suffering. God cares for you. Man, you let that soak in. You have that kind of a wonderful counselor, and I know no matter what neighborhood you find yourself in today, physically or emotionally, you are going to have a great day.